Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen, everyone. Today we are making a coconut custard pie. Lots of coconut goodness in there. So if you want to bring the flavor of the beach to your pie, then keep watching, because you're going to love this. As always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below. Let's get started. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is make our crust. What I'm going to be doing is making a crumb crust, which is in the Veganomicon. It's made with graham crackers, or you can use matzo meal. I'm using graham crackers because I love a graham cracker crust. So, you're going to need 1 3/4 cups of graham cracker crumbs. So the best thing to do is just buy the whole graham crackers and crush them yourself, because you want a little bit of those coarse crumbs in there, give you a little bit more texture. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 350. Now you're going to want to combine your graham crackers with your shredded coconut and your sugar. You want to melt 3 tablespoons of vegan margarine or coconut oil, and you want to mix or toss this until everything's coated. And now you want to add 1 tablespoon at a time of soy milk or rice milk, just until it starts combining together, and then you can press it and it stays there. Alright, I think we're good. Grab a 9 or a 10-inch pie plate, and we're going to form a crust. And we're going to bake this for 12 to 15 minutes until the coconut and the graham cracker are lightly toasted. Alright, it's been about 13 minutes and it smells delicious in here, so let's see what's going on. It is browned, a little bit toasted. Looks good. Supposed to be firm, which it is. I actually might stick it in there for a few more minutes. I want it to be a little bit more toasted. Fun fact, believe it or not, coconut water can actually be used as a short-term substitute for human blood plasma. And it's even been used as an emergency IV fluid. Falling coconuts kill about 150 people a year, which are 10 times the amount of people killed by sharks. So if you go to the beach, don't worry about those sharks. Humans aren't the only animal that will love the coconut. Just ask the coconut crab, which is the largest land-dwelling crustacean and the stuff of nightmares. Alright, starting to smell extra toasted. So I'm going to bring it out. Okay, what we're supposed to do is put this on a rack, let it cool, and we're going to start on our filling. We're going to take a bowl with a 1/2 cup of soy or rice milk, and we're going to whisk in our arrowroot powder, or cornstarch. And we're going to set this aside. Grab a large saucepan, turn it on a medium-high, throw in a 1/2 cup of soy or rice milk, and we're going to add our agar powder, or agar flakes. But make sure, whichever one you do, you get the right measurements. If you have the flakes, like me, you want 1.5 teaspoons. If you have the powder, then you want just 1/2 teaspoon. Now we want to bring this to a boil and stir it constantly. So these agar flakes or agar powder, whichever you're using, if you're not familiar with it, it acts as a gelatin, so it's going to thicken and make sure that our pie is nice and thick. Once it starts boiling, which it's about to, you want to let it do that for about a minute, and then we're going to turn the heat down to a medium-low. We're going to take our arrowroot mixture, give it a good stir, and we're going to add this to the pot in a continuous stream while whisking. Now we're going to add our coconut milk. You need 1 can. You're going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and our sugar. Now you want to stir this constantly, let it thicken. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes. I think it's thickened. It's kind of hard to tell because it feels like it's thickened when you run the whisk through it, but it doesn't look that thick. So I know it's going to harden up in the fridge a little bit, so this makes me worried. Alright, we're going to say this is fine. So we're going to turn the heat off, add our vanilla and coconut extract. You don't have to add the coconut if you don't want to, but they said you should. And our one last coconut ingredient, shredded coconut. While I'm making a huge mess, we're going to immediately pour this into our pie crust. Now we're supposed to let this cool for 15 minutes and then stick it in the fridge for 2 hours. Transfer it very carefully, especially if you filled it as much as I did. Let's take it out. It's a little jiggly, making me a little nervous. Let's try it. All right, so as you can see, it keeps it shaped fairly well. Just still, you know, doing what it's supposed to be doing in there. Obviously, the longer it chills, it could probably stand to chill like overnight, then you'd probably be good. You know, it's surprising, with as much coconut as there is in this, it's not like, it doesn't taste like sunscreen, which is what I was expecting. It actually tastes really good. It reminds me of like a, you know, tropical pie. This is a great, great pie. Crust is good. Of course, you get those little bits of coconut. All right, y'all, even if you're not a huge coconut fan, you might like this. It's just a good pie. Keep it in the fridge overnight. I'm gonna see if this changes at all. It's not like oozing, but you know, I'd like it to be a little bit more thick. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it. And make sure to subscribe and comment and share and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time.
Meow.